Welcome in to Delaware Hall. A league game tonight in the OCCAC from your Columbus State Cougars tonight and visiting Edison Community College Chargers.
Yes, yes.
Gabe, I'm excited to be here tonight. It's
So
going to be an
wonderful.
interesting game. Coming off this recent road trip, 2-game road trip, one win and one loss the last two games. But scoring's been a little bit down. What can we expect to see tonight?
Well, this Edison team comes in here undefeated. And I think that starting off, Coach Thompson's going to want to see intensity, drive, and aggression. If I think we can, because we have a history of starting off slow at home, if we come out with those three ingredients, I think we're in for a win tonight.
But we shall see because some nice home cooking after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that's all behind us. And it's back to the grind, back to school, and back to focusing on this OCCAC season. A league game tonight. One thing you'll notice, a significant size difference between these two teams. And this is going to be unique challenges from the teams that we've hosted here in Delaware Hall. They have several guys over 6'6". In the paint are two guys, Butler and Brown. How are they going to be able to handle it tonight?
Well, as we see out here now, they don't start, which is kind of it's telling because they're either not fast enough for our guys, or they're not fully developed. Most of them are freshmen, the bigger guys. So I'll love to see if the coach for the opposition comes out and sees Butler, his athleticism, and sees Brown and his leaping ability early, and see if it gives these smaller guys fits before he goes and puts in his tall tree. So I'm really excited to see. I think we're going to come out and hit them in the mouth early and put them on their heels.
Joining Butler and Brown in the starting lineup are Mario Young, Parham, and Chris Bird as Cougars get the tip.
Parham was out the last home game, played a little bit on the road. Good to see him back in the starting lineup.
Chris Bird for three, off the rim, struggle.
That's his shot, though, Wood.
It is. It's going to be Chargers ball. And so just to set things for the Edison Community College Chargers, their starting lineup, number 1, Hadith Tiggs. Number 3, Jalen Elliott. Number 11, Nick Thompson. Number 23, Daryl Robinson. And number 35, Zach Ledbetter. And Tiggs for 3. Number 1 for them, he is going to be the star player and the player to watch. What kind of player is Hadith Tiggs from what you've seen, Gabe?
He's a big guard. He plays the off ball here because they have so much size. So I would love to see Young and Bird go up against him, but you see Young coming out early, aggressive.
Aggressive as always is Mario Young, getting the scoring on the board, tying the ball game up here early. Great pressure by Parham up top, but bounces around the rim and in. Romello Yakib, number 2 for Edison with that score.
He's got their first 4 points of the night. Smaller guard gets in there and throws it up off the glass. Bird's looking to cook early here. He's had a bad shooting night the last game on the road, so love to see him get involved early, especially with the defensive intensity.
Nice teardrop there by Robinson. His first 2 of the night.
Robinson's one of their big scorers outside of T. Him and T kind of go back and forth, so got to put a lid on him early. Don't want to get him cooking early.
Chargers looking to run on the break. Inside. Pivot. Kick out for 3. Tiggs, no good. Battle for the rebound, secured by the Cougars. Here comes Bird trying to secure things. Unable to get it in and keep it inbounds. Is this a careless turnover there early, Gabe?
Yeah, against a team like this who's undefeated in your home, you don't want to make silly mistakes like that early on. You want to get out, push it, take good care of the basketball, and, hit the easy ones.
And like you mentioned, Edison Community College coming in here undefeated, a lot of confidence. And so let's see if we can stem the tide here. Been great here at home. We're undefeated here at home. So something's got to give.
Something does have to give. I like Parham, his defensive intensity early on the smaller guard. He's got to stay in front of him. He's coming off the little hip injury a couple weeks ago. Hopefully that doesn't affect him tonight against a smaller, quicker guard.
Chargers with a 2-point lead, inbounding. Pressure up top. Parham shading left.
Definitely shading him all the way left, Wood. Can't see the right side of his face.
Thinking about it, drives, looking for the handle. Double team, splits it. Able to kick it out. Tiggs for three confidently. No good. Rebound, Shamar Brown.
That's Brown's role tonight. Crash the offensive and defensive glass.
Butler with the spin inside. Tie up. And a little extracurricular activity between Tiggs and Butler on that play. What do we see here, Gabe, on the replay?
We see a sophomore in college basketball seeing a young freshman and trying to intimidate him. That's what you see right there. Butler's not having it. Big-time high school player coming in here. He's stepping up to the challenge tonight.
He's not going to take any of that. It's going to be a big challenge for Butler and Brown inside. It's Mario Young on the inbound pass.
That's a Birds-Young connection. The two sophomores are in tune with each other early here today.
Kick the Ledbetter. Three. No good. Off Parham. And we're going to stay here. Chargers ball tied at 6 here early in the first quarter, or the first half, rather.
If he's going to shoot like that all night, let him shoot.
I think that might be Ledbetter's shot. I mean, he looked pretty confident. It was a fluid motion there. He was ready to shoot when he caught it.
For the sake of our team, let's hope that's he looks way more comfortable here in the post. Butler with a huge block there, Wood.
And coming back the other way, no numbers, but Young is looking to push anyway. Behind the back, dribble in the lane, teardrop, and good.
Mario Young looks comfortable early. That's what you like to see from one of your top players.
And he's getting to his spots pretty easily tonight, and that's what you like to see. 2-point lead for the Cougars. Parham, big-time rebound. Push up to Bird. Looking for the screen. Slips it. Shot in the corner.
Bird's shot's going to fall. Just keep shooting, young man.
Off the front of the rim. Here comes Chris Bird. Edison's back, though. Young doesn't care. Left-hand scoop, no good, but Butler with the follow. Foul with the body underneath. That's going to be the first foul on Nick Thompson, the 6'5" forward for Edison Community College. You see it here, the scoop. They called that foul on Butler? Are you serious?
They called an offensive foul, Wood. I can't believe it either.
Okay. All right. I thought I was just imagining things.
I was with you. I thought you were right until I heard the PA announcement, and I was kind of like, whoa, as well. So,
well, at any rate, still a 2-point lead for the Cougars. Off to a solid start defensively.
We see our favorite sixth man in the game.
Matthew Gerhardt into the game for the Cougars. Sporting the compression leggings tonight.
A little chilly in here tonight, Wood.
And maybe some new kicks, too.
Whatever is going to keep him scoring 15 a night.
Bird, 1 foot and up, no good. Fight for the rebound, finally secured. Here come the Chargers. No numbers for him. Cross-court pass, looking for three in transition. No good. Here comes Bird.
I don't like the secondary break defense there. You don't want to leave a guy open, but I'd rather give him a three than a layup.
Young unable to secure that tip dunk. Here comes Edison the other way. Great hustle back on defense by the Cougars.
Great block there.
Leads to the breakout. Here comes Chris Bird. One guy to beat. Layup, easy, good.
I like the intensity early on, Wood. This is something we don't see typically at home for your Cougars. Coach is yelling out 2-3 here. I don't think they have. He sees they don't have any shooters on this Edison team.
Jalen Elliott calling for it. Likes what he sees. Comfortable from that spot.
He heard them yelling 2-3 and said, I'll shoot him out. Coach Thompson looks at his bench and said, hey, we didn't know he could do that.
Looking inside, here comes Parham. Mismatch, mouse in the house inside. Got to take advantage. Butler with recovery and fouled on the way up. He's going to head to the line for two.
I am so agreeing with you on that, Wood. Parham sits about 6 foot, maybe 6'2" with the hair. You got a 5'7" guard on you, and you're on the block. You don't have to take a step. Go right up over him.
And I'm sure Coach Thompson is definitely going to let him hear about that. In fact, just walking over to the sideline, I'm absolutely sure that's what Coach Thompson said. Hey, you got to take advantage. He didn't even look at the hoop.
And if I'm Parham, I'm kind of offended. They didn't even send a second defender down.
Right,
So
exactly. And as an offensive player, you got to see that as a sign of disrespect if they're gonna just let you have that mismatch because they know you're not gonna do anything with it.
most definitely would. They brought in a little bigger guard, Corbett. He sits about 6 foot out of Briggs High School in Columbus.
Great program.
Yes,
Here comes Young.
you asked me.
The ball game tied at 11. A little contact, but Tiggs secures it and runs for the Chargers. Great defense.
Where's the foul call there, Wood?
That's a tough call. And again, another one of the super subs.
We do a great job getting back on the break, and I heard a lot of ball up here in the booth.
Malik Evans, his first action of the game. Again, yeah, he's usually that defensive spark plug, but the officials saw a little bit of an excessive contact on the reach on that last play.
They had the better view. Let's just try and capitalize on this defensive series here.
Looking outside, Tiggs got a man on the wing, posting up, into the game. Number 21, Caleb Maggard. And out for three, Danny Lee Corbett, one of the best names on the Charger roster. Good old Danny Lee.
That shot there just passed up. That's something Bird would have taken. So you kind of lose that when you take Bird out of the game. Kent can create, but he's not the shooter that Bird is.
Evans looking to work up top. Young, he will take advantage. Doesn't matter. Up strong. And he's going to do that all night. And he and Tiggs are going to go back and forth. Great block by Butler coming back the other way. Numbers. Evans on the wing. Gets to Young. Looks over the dunk. No good. But here comes Gerhardt. No good.
Mario Young is going to the basket. Aggressive blocker. Not that's what you want to see, Wood.
Mario Young is taking it personally. He is not going to allow Hadith Tiggs to come into his gym and put on a show.
He told us earlier before the game he's going to get one.
Soft three. Here comes Butler with the rebound. He's going to keep it himself and run the break. Gerhardt on the wing. Jump stop. Evans not ready for it. Up with a mid-range jumper. No good. Butler with the follow. Tipped away. And here we go the other way. Tiggs looking to penetrate. Rebound.
The 6'7"
Sissoko
out of Beecroft High School. He has yet to be a factor here early.
And Evans able to put his head down and get the soft roll off the front of the rim. Edison's seen enough. Timeout.
That's what you get from Evans that you don't get with Bird. Evans will get to the basket, but I think against this team, Bird works a little better because he can spread the floor. When they put that 6'7" guy and the 6'4" guys in there, you see Young on the press get to the basket. He's going to try and get one. But when you got Bird, it makes the defense be honest.
And the Chargers have seen the tape. They know that Mario Young is going to try to embarrass someone every night.
Yes, he is.
That's the type of player he is. That's why we love him here. And so they came out ready for that. They know that they have a size advantage, but just coming out, a 1-point lead here at the kind of quarter mark of the first half. What do you think Coach Thompson's talking about? Because he can't be happy with how things are going, even though there's a 1-point lead. I know what his expectations are defensively. Have you seen the Cougars play the type of defense he wants them to play?
Well, like my three keys. Their intensity's up. They're
Okay.
aggressive.
Okay.
They're playing smart.
Okay.
Outside the one turnover early on, you don't really see a lot of miscommunications offensively as well as defensively, which is most important.
So Cougars coming out with a 1-point lead. Gabe, you said it best. You feel that as though the intensity is there. I'm not really sure.
It's more there than the last few home games we've called.
Okay. And maybe Cougars came out ready just knowing, and when you can see that team warming up on the other side of half court, you start to get ready. You start to kind of ratchet up a little bit, and you see a team with a lot of big guys. They're coming out, and everybody's dunking in warm-ups easily. You step your game up a little bit.
Yeah, you see over here on the left, Young and Tiggs must know each other. They got each other up after that scrum. He tried to dunk on him, and Tiggs tried to go back at him. So it's good to see that camaraderie between two of your better players on their respective teams.
Hadith Tiggs out of Huber Heights, Wayne.
You see here, Sissoko, he's 6'7", but he's a freshman. So he has yet to learn how to use that height against a smaller Brown who only stands about 6'4".
The number 14 for Edison, Feifling Sissoko out of Beechcroft. So Columbus product, this Edison team.
Jacob Rogan into this game at 6'5". A little slimmer than Sissoko, but still, has that length to bob some shots down there.
11 on the shot clock. Young looking to reset. Gerhardt slips the screen. Kick out. Brown. Cash. The extended range from Shamar Brown.
We're typically used to seeing him at the top of the key. Showed us a little range from the side there. He has that ability.
Great back cut by Edison. Tiggs with the contact. Brown challenging the shot, but it's not enough. Let's check out the replay.
That's Young trying to get a dunk and not realizing that you have no help back there. Lack of communication on that play. Brown's supposed to yell out, if you go, I got your back. He was late getting there.
So Hadith Tiggs, 6'3" sophomore. Pride of, was it the Brick City? Huber Heights?
Yes.
Still a 1-point lead for the Cougars as Parham brings it up. Cut inside. Evans looking for someone. Brown looking to screen someone. Here comes Young to bail him out. Trapped in the corner. Still has his pivot foot. Parham penetration up. No good off the front of the rim. It's going to be 2-on-1 the other way. Edison finishing with Tiggs easily.
Great fast break there. Defense did the best he could on a 2-on-1 fast break. You don't want to see Young go for that steal, though. You want to see him just get back, play with the defense. Wonder why Bird is not back in the game. That might be why.
The hoop and the harm, and that's exactly what you talked about. So we're going to see on the replay. What you get that's not Bird is that penetration.
Yeah, Evans, a hard right hand drive, gets the contact, focuses, gets a little floater. Yeah, Bird, whereas Bird would have kind of maybe faked it, came back out for a jump shot, Evans is going to get all the way to the basket.
So Evans looking to finish off the traditional three-point play. Back rim, no good. Into the game for Edison. Number 20, Jacob Rogan.
Great defense there by Evans.
Let's check out this replay.
He saw what was going on and jumped it at the right moment. Almost got the steal there.
Into the backcourt, still pressure.
Kent's in the game to hound this point guard here, kind of get them off their spacing and pacing when they get into their offensive sets.
Skies for the rebound, saved. Another opportunity for three. Dakota Pritchard, number 13. But here comes Evans the other way. A bit of a flop, not enough.
That's what Evans gives you every time he comes in off the bench. Him and Gerhardt, the last couple games have been coming in off that bench unit and giving the Cougars what they need.
And the first basket tonight for the latest sub, Jacob Rogan. Here comes Young.
Really want to see him get a better shot.
Rogan gets it ripped. Can't, but fouled. A reach there. Danny Lee Corbett, his first foul of the game. And you just see rip one, trying to rip him back, but a little bit too much arm.
Like seeing Young, he's been kind of jumping. He did jump too. That's the first one he got, which good odds, but not all the time. He's doing a good job of timing that out.
Tyson Kent squaring up Yarub.
They're pushing Gerhardt out of space a little bit. He likes it on that corner there.
And he is. He's doing a lot of catching and standing still, which is not what Gerhardt likes to do. But a strong move there by Shamar Brown, tying this game at 23.
I'm going to be honest. Well, this is the first I'm seeing of Brown being this aggressive this early on in the game.
And you just see the athleticism is there, and he's just starting to be able to tap into all of it. Three-point attempt, no good. tapped around, got guys running for Columbus State. Young
Mario
wants to keep
always
it himself.
surveying.
Down the lane, Gerhardt in position for the rebound, doesn't get it. Kent's the only man back. Here comes Evans trying to get the block, and no good. Well, actually good. Rodney Richardson, number 5 for Edison. Way to slip through Shamar Brown.
That's what you want to do if you're the Cougars. If any opportunity you have to pass the ball ahead, you got to take it. You hear the coach for Edison calling it clear here. They're going to try and maybe get some in the post.
Yakub looking for it. Kicks it. Tried to get fouled. Numbers. Young going to dunk it with 2 hands, but a traveling violation. Forgot to put it down. Trying to get up.
This is not the NBA, young man. If you see here.
Well, let's see. How many steps was it, though?
1, 2.
That's a horrible call. Because, again, I didn't think it was a travel. Looking at it live, you saw the tape.
It's not a travel. That step, refs can't see he doesn't have the ball yet. James Harden's great at that. Off that Euro step, the ball's still in the air when he's moving. It's still when your hands are officially on that basketball. Carmelo's really good at the stutter step. He takes 8 steps while the ball is dribbling. Good shot there by number 13.
So Pritchard starting to heat up here for Edison, giving the Chargers a 2-point lead.
Still think that was a bad call there on Young.
Oh, horrible call.
We saw it here on the tape. He did not travel.
So Kent looking to get bailed out. Here comes Bird back in the game. Great back cut. Kent. Quick move on the back cut for the score.
Here in this 2-3 right now.
27 all.
Back to a man-to-man. Showing, different pressure here. Great intensity defensively. You hear some talking down there. It might just be the coach, though.
Romello, no good.
Great rebound by Young.
Here comes Kent. Bird on the wing looking for Brown inside. Kent. Mismatch. And Butler underneath secures it and finally goes up with 2 hands. Great gather and recovery.
Did you hear what happened down there? Wood, you look there on the replay. Can't get all the way to the rim. Yeah, he misses the first one, but Coach Thompson said 3 words: stop dancing with the ball. So 4 words. And what did Kent do when he heard that? Got right by his defender and went to the basket.
Well, he had the mismatch because Fifeless Sissoko, he's 6'7", but when you get him out on the perimeter, shake him up a little bit, and I think that might be what Kent was trying to do. Coach Thompson said, hey, there's no need for all of that. The quickness, it's 1 step.
It is 1 step. All my young players out there, if you know you can beat the man, stop dancing. Get from A to B. You don't
16 on the shot clock. Tiggs looking to calm things down for Edison.
Great movement here. Great talk by Butler on the screens. That's what happens when you play good defense there.
Turnover there forced by the Cougar. Intensity on defense. Brown looking for the screen up top. Parham refuses it. Bird on the baseline. Great pass inside for Butler, who's hacked.
That's great movement here. You see on the replay. Parham gets it.
And Butler's just molested on the way to the hoop.
That's something Bird does. He can create though, because he's a shooter. Guys want to push out on him.
So you got to go out. You got to run at him.
Kent wouldn't have had that opportunity because they play him back. So you get the best of the worst from both players.
So a timeout here by Edison Community College. We're going to step away for our first break. Stay with us for more of the Score on Air Showcase Game of the Week. And we're back here. I'm Terrell Woodard here with Gabe Hemingway. And we're here in Delaware Hall. Cougars with a 3-point lead. coaching staff for Edison Community College a little bit frustrated on the sidelines during that timeout, Gabe.
Yeah, Wood. Well, I will be too. He's down 3. You obviously think you have the better team. You have the size advantage, but yet you're allowing your guards to get beat, and the bigs aren't rotating to help. Young's got all his points, all but 1 point in the lane. Butler's getting every rebound. Those are things that, if I was Edison coach, you want to shore up. But on our side, we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing.
Sure are. And again, another player you forgot to mention, Shamar Brown, just continuing to go up and over guys, doing whatever he wants to do, get into his spots. I would say probably the only successful part of their defensive game plan might be shutting down Matthew Gerhardt. They have frustrated him so far in this first half, as we're able to get a 3 there. Dakota Pritchard, he's been the most consistent scorer tonight for Edison, keeping him in the game. It's a 1-point lead for the Cougars.
Off the bench as well. You see here, Bennett catches it, got them long arms, gets hit on the arm there. 21 on number 21, Caleb Maggart, his first. If I'm the Cougars, I want to get in the bonus as early as possible. We are here now. We're on the 1-1. 2 more fouls, we're in the double bonus. So that's something they need to look at, crashing the offensive boards and also trying to get to the basket. We also have a nice crowd here tonight, Wood.
Absolutely. Nice weather tonight. It hasn't been too much wind today and balmy weather in the 60s. So it's a nice little nightcap here at Columbus State Community College, watching the Cougars battle the Edison Community College Chargers.
Little full court pressure here, and causes a steal.
Parham looking to save it. And last touch by the Chargers. We're staying right here.
Even after, a broken play, going after the ball and hustling here, Parham was able to save it off of Edison players. Cougar basketball.
And Romello just taking a header down when you see his teammates going after it. They're like, oh, man, I thought you had it. Yeah.
That's what you want to see. When the ball's in the air, guys are going after it, and they're trying to get it. I'd rather have too many guys going after the ball, a loose ball, than nobody.
Absolutely. So Parham has his pivot foot, looking to set something up. Butler on the block.
Parham calling out plays. See what they like to run here. A little flex action here.
Brown with post position, but Young sees the lane. Butler continues to assert his dominance on the offensive glass.
That young man is special. At 6'5", 6'6", and he's going to keep growing. He is a nuisance on the offensive glass right now. He's quick off his feet tonight.
Pritchard looking for someone. Kicks it to Tiggs. Romello, we're setting things up top. 15 on the shot clock. Romello and Tiggs just trying to find some space around the free throw line. Over the back for Butler. No call, but is able to recover the rebound nonetheless. No numbers for Parham. Looks to slow it up. Butler on the perimeter. Spin on the inside. Smooth layup. Inside and out. Anthony Butler.
Ball. Got hit on the arm a few times too, Wood.
On the arm a few times.
Yeah. From up here I can see it. This 2-3 zone is causing fits here.
Well, Jalen Elliott and Dakota Pritchard are 2 3-point shooters for Edison. But the rebound goes to Brown. Here comes Butler. Nothing there. Bird. I'll take that.
That's his shot, Wood. His first one of the game. We're going to see about 3 more. He's shooting close to 34% from 3.
Pressure on Romello. No matter. Right hand floater up and good.
That's something you don't want the little
But Bird looking to answer. Let's go. I like this young man's attitude.
I called it, Wood. He's got 2 more in him in the first half. He might finish with another 30
Great
tonight.
passing on the inside, unable to finish. But Jalen Elliott gets back on the board. He's been in a little bit of a drought coming through this first half. Young trapped with it, but Parham bails him out. A little bit of confusion. Got a mismatch. Parham dancing with it. But great defense by Romello. Ball handling, and is able to get blocked by Mario Young. That's what he's able to do.
Mario Young with a big block on the little guy. If we look here on the replay, Young was hiding behind he pulled the chair, which some little guys do, and look at Young. He's hiding behind Sissoko, and he comes
Give me that.
nowhere.
Give me that.
Pickable. That's what you want to see from your top player. With him and Bird right now having fun out there, but yet still being aggressive.
So Romello looking to set things up. 7-point lead, largest lead of the night for the Cougars. Tiggs has been quiet. And another three, Jalen Elliott.
Same spot as his first three.
He feels pretty good from there, and he's trying to shoot his team back into this game. But Bird says, hey, anything you can do, you know he's looking for it.
He is looking for it. What you see in his eye. We got some backside action. Young looking for a backdoor cut. Alley-oop or something.
Butler with the recovery. He has that shot as well. Bird is itching for it. Thank you. And there it is.
That young man can shoot off the dribble, can shoot off the bounce, can shoot off the catch, come around the screen. There's nothing he can't do when he's coming to shoot off in this game.
And great pressure there by Parham. And with the body, I would argue about an offensive foul by Romello on that one.
You see here, Parham's doing what you're supposed to do. You're making him cross it over, and you see a little shoulder
reaction. And Romello created the contact, I felt like, on that play.
The ref didn't reward him with little of the inflection on the head jar, but at the end of the day, there is contact there, and it's not created by the defensive player.
That's a savvy move, though, when you do create the contact and then throw your head back. Again, I got to give him credit for that. That's savvy.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Well, you're allowed that as the offensive player, but when you do it excessively, this is not his first time. You got to call it. You let him know, hey, I see you. It's not going to keep going.
A little bit of confusion here at the scorer's table. Got to get everything right now.
Got with an Aaron whistle here. Don't know what's going on. Coach Thompson asked for some clarification.
Yeah, what's going on?
But back to that big block, there might be something with a technical foul here, maybe with the jersey numbers. Refs are looking at the sheet here. He's talking to both. Talk to the Edison coach. I think we got it cleared up now with something to do with the jersey numbers, maybe?
What could it have to do with the jersey numbers?
Two guys in there twice under the same number.
Maybe for Edison. They're the exact same team we've had every week here tonight for Columbus State, so I think it was on Edison.
Yeah, Chris Bird shooting the technical foul.
So unable to capitalize on that technical free throw. Form was good, though.
It was great. They're going to give you points, though. You want to take them. This is a good team, and we're playing here undefeated this year so far. We're looking to be their first loss.
And number 4, Cameron Gallimore in for Edison Community College. Gathered. Great recovery there. Caleb Maggard, number 21 for Edison. Still a 5-point lead for the Cougars. Evans looks inside, stays mid-range, the running hook, but Mario Young is too big on the inside. It's not enough. Get in the weight room, guys.
10 first half points already for Young. He's playing really aggressive.
And Romello's a little bit frustrated handling that ball pressure, but another shot, that's his spot. Jalen Elliott.
Coach Thompson's really getting upset at his guards defensively. They're not pressuring this little guy right now.
And Butler finishes again, no good.
He's coming up a little limp there. He came down wrong on a leg. Hope the big guy's okay.
And just into the game, hitting a three is Cameron Gallimore. Or correction, James Richardson Jr. And I think that might have been the technical there. James Richardson Jr., number 4 for Edison. Looking inside, mouse in the house once again for Evans. Help comes, but no matter. Reverses the rim. Last touched by the Cougars, according to the officials. I don't know about that looking at the replay. I'm not really sure that was last touch by the Cougars.
But if you look here, the big guy, Butler, He's limping a little bit. I hope he's, nothing's too crazy. He thought he was coming out of the game. He might need a breather. Yeah, Coach Johnson takes him out. Maybe we need to see the trainer.
We shall see. A tentative lead here, 46-45, with just over a minute to go in the first half. Edison able to stay close in this first half, protect that undefeated season. Brown, great defense on the perimeter. Up for grabs. Here comes Tiggs. Look what I found, but no good. Another opportunity.
In moments like this, you wish you guys would grab the ball, but when it's all this live action coming off the rim at these weird angles, sometimes you're just glad no one scored.
And that's just a tough bounce there. Mario Young wasn't ready for that one. But great defense by Gerhard. Tiggs able to finish nonetheless. And Bird looking to set something up here. One last possession. Shot clock and game clock. Actually, it's going to be two more possessions. Correction. Young again with the ball fake underneath. He's feeling very confident. He's not getting to his spots. Everything that he wants. 1 point lead for the Cougars. Ball reversal. Chargers looking to close out the half with a score here, but Bird with the steal. Here comes his buddies, but a kick not called. He kicked the ball so hard that he untied his own shoe, but we're going to stay right here.
I like to see that, though. You thought Bird might pull up, but he thought he saw something here and it kicked off a defender's leg. Like the thought, but if I'm Bird and I'm hot, pull up. You see Steph Curry and Klay Thompson do that sometimes.
You do.
Heat check moments.
Let's see if Javon Collier looks for Bird on this final possession. Collier getting pressured out top. Young relieves it. Coaching staff saying get away. Clear out. Mario Young, do something with it. And one.
Bucket. Mario Young looking to finish up a three-point play here. That's a big man move. Good catch by the ref there.
That's a heck of a way with 0.3 seconds to go here in the first half. 3-point lead, looking to make it 4. Going into halftime, this is exactly the way you want to come out against an undefeated basketball team.
This will be his 15th point of the half here.
Mario Young with a point to prove tonight, and it is working for the Cougars. So here's the half, 51-47. We're going to step away. When we come back, stats, injury report, all that good stuff. Stay with us for the second half of this basketball game here from Delaware Hall. Again, 51-47 in favor of the Cougars. Stay with us.
You have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
I'm Gabriel Hemingway here with your ScoreOnAir.com Game of the Week between the Edison Community College and your Cougars of Columbus State Community College. I'm here with Coach Massey. Coach, It seems like you guys play up the competition. This team being 7-0 undefeated in for the year. Why does it seem like that?
Well, anytime that you have a team that's going to come out and compete against you, it's going to be a tough game. But I really think the second half we're going to come out. We're going to come out strong, and all the jitters and all of the hypeness of the game will be gone, and we're going to come out here and take care of business.
We saw Young out there early. Him and Bird, 15 between the two of them. Are they going to continue this in the second half, you think?
Oh, I think they will. But the most important thing that we need to do is pick it up on the defensive end. We pick it up on the defensive end, and you'll see more guys getting involved on the offensive end. That's one thing a lot of people don't understand, but that's one thing we got to start on that defensive end.
One last thing, Coach, will get you out of here. Coming into the game, we saw in the scouting report they had a lot of size. Doesn't seem like that's a problem tonight with Butler in the post. Do you see that you guys continuing to out-rebound them in the second half?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go in here and preach about second chance points for ourselves, and also limiting them to only one. So we're going to keep attacking and eating that glass.
Thank you, Coach Massey. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Gabriel Hemingway with your ScoreOnAir.com Game of the Week. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. And that was much better than last time.
Thanks, All right, y'all get some rest, especially the cameramen. Y'all get some rest, sit down, and get ready for the second half. Good job. See?
What happened last
He was nervous. It wasn't them. Sometimes they be more nervous than y'all do.
Coach, I try to give at least the two of them last one.
Yeah.
You like them fresh. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, some people like it like that because it come a little bit. And then when you do tell them early, they get a little nervous because they think about it the whole time. So it's all right. Good job. Y'all didn't get some rest.
Second half action here. I'm Terrell Woodard here with my main man, Gabe Hemingway.
Oh, yeah.
Cougars coming out very impressive in the first half, on pace to score over 100 points tonight.
Well, they
What
will.
we like?
I mean, they're shooting 55% from the field goal, 50% from three. I like that. All due to Chris Bird hit 3 big-time threes early on in the first half. If he keep that type of shooting up and off the bench, Kent and Gerhardt gets involved, and as well as the rebounding we're doing from Butler and Mario Young, I think we got a victory in hand.
Absolutely. And so upset city here, trying to maintain that undefeated record here at home in Delaware Hall. Great defense in this first possession of the second half. Challenging the three, chasing them off the three-point line. Kick out. Thought about it. Baseline drive.
That's
More
nice.
defense. 6 on the shot clock. Way to challenge a shot by Parham. No good. Rebounding position, but last touched by Romello.
See here, great defense by Parham. Didn't get a hit on the hand.
And Young aggressive again. Looking for the call. Don't get thrown out of the game like LeBron did last night.
Young is going aggressive, looking for a foul call off a dunk.
And a little bit of contact there with the body.
I think Coach Thompson saying, just make it. We're not going to talk about you up here on the call. We know you can dunk, Young. We know you can dunk, okay? You don't have to prove anything to us. Just go up and make the easy layup.
But again, it's that aggressive mindset that you want to see. Double team. Great position there.
Brown in with his hands. Smart to not get the foul call. Stuck his hand in the cookie jar. Found him a cookie.
And Darryl Robinson, number 23 for Edison, just trying to get something going here in the second half. He was hot early, but cooled off quickly.
Well, that's what this Cougar defense will do to you. They show you something. They show you what you don't want to shoot, so you hit. You're shooting. You hit a few of the shots you don't like to take, but you're not going to hit them all game.
Parham setting things up. Young looking top of the key. Bird.
I like the movement here from the Cougars. A lot of movement. Keep the defense guessing at all times.
A little bit of a weave. Here comes Bird for 3. Easy. Stroking good.
That's called starting off from where you left.
And I really like Chris Bird. He makes it easy because you're pretty confident that it's going to go in.
We'd love to see the assist totals go up for the Cougars. Only 12 in the first half. Want the number up around 30.
Tiggs. First 3 of the second half for him.
You see the little feud between friends here after the shot. Tiggs hits Mario on the thigh saying, hey, big fella, you can do it. I can do it too. Must have played against each other in high school. Maybe AAU.
Probably in the AAU circuits. And Tiggs, not having one of his bigger games, and his team is still in it, only down by 4 here.
Bird looking for a shot. He does come off the screen and pull.
Penetration blocked. Coming the other way.
That's where you miss Evans. Evans is more of the driver there, can finish.
Dakota Pritchard. He's been the bright spot from 3, consistent scorer from the outside for Edison tonight, and brings his team within 1.
Yeah, you really don't want to see us give him a shot. Oh, wow.
And a lot of contact from the lower body there. Sends Young to the floor.
Young had the step. Looks like his foot kind of like either gave out, or slipped. Good to see him get up okay. Foot kind of wobbled there. See Butler moving a lot better from that little ankle thing he had earlier.
And they see either go to Butler right away. Had position on him, but the reach around there.
You look here. As soon as Young caught it, he sealed. That was a great seal by Butler. Great seal.
And so Robinson just a little bit too aggressive there for the Chargers.
That's what you want to see from your big guy down there.
20 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Young. Butler. Screen up top. Rolls. Penetration. No good, but going to the line for 2.
I like this here. Young sees a guy on him, can't stay with him. Tries to go right about around him. That's 2 on Robinson. Young staying in that aggressive mindset. He told his team at half, why let up? We're not going to come out here because we got a 1-point lead or 2-point lead. We're going to come out here aggressive and blow this team out. Weak take there by Bullard. You want to see him go with 2 hands.
Robinson, no good. Here comes Parham.
If you haven't noticed, they gang rebound here, Columbus State. I saw 5 great jerseys down there. Good shot there by Brown. I like the confidence.
So the 6'4" guard, Robinson, comes down with it for Edison, kicks it to Tiggs. Looks on the wing, nothing in the post, resets. And a little bit of a walk there, missed by the officials.
These shooters for Edison don't like to dribble the ball at all. If they don't have that set jump shot or maybe a dribble off a screen jump shot, they're stuck.
And so just relying a lot on offensive execution, which I'm sure the coaching staff for the Chargers, they really like that. The ability to score in the half court is something that you're going to need in the postseason. All these teams in the OCCAC, they can get out and run.
Yeah.
It's just the difference is, can you score in the half court? And as the season goes along, you're going to have to be able to score in the half court a lot more as these teams, they come together. There are changes within the teams within terms of the school year and the eligibility. And so
Coach
that
Johnson,
chemistry.
That's the word right there, Wood. Coach Johnson does a great job of keeping his guys eligible. It's one thing they do here at Columbus State, which I'm very impressed. A lot of JUCOs, 1 or 2 of your top guys fall off, and it's like,
it's tough, and then you're done. And so a 1-point lead here still, 54-53. Romello up top, kick out to Tiggs, looking inside. Beats the shot clock, the fadeaway on the baseline, but here comes Butler the other way. Strong finish, but no good. Maybe hit a little bit on the wrist there.
A lot on the wrist there. His whole hand moved away from the ball before he let it go.
And that 8-second violation is what it seems to be the call, because Ledbetter definitely didn't want to handle the basketball, as we see here on the replay.
You don't really see that too much.
And I saw a walk and a carry on that play, but we'll see what the officials call it on that.
Refs didn't have the best angle there.
They didn't. The trailing angle, maybe you're not able to see the steps and the palming of the ball. That Allen Iverson type move, hesitation. But we're going to stay right here. Looks like the mix-up was with the possession arrow on that.
Okay, that makes more sense. The trainer talking to Butler down there. Oh, I'm sorry, the assistant coach. Letting him know, hey, go dunk that basketball. Don't give the refs an opportunity to not make a foul call.
Ledbetter rolls on the screen. Pop out for Tiggs. Great ball movement here for Edison. Looking for Tiggs on the other side. It's not there.
Great communication by Young on the defensive end.
Romello. But good defense staying with it. Here comes Columbus State going the other way. Parham steps into it. No good. But Gerhardt, first shot of the game. Johnny on the spot.
That's what you want to see from Gerhardt, though. He hasn't shot one all game. He found it. Found something today. I'm going to put one up myself. Great rebound here. Fouls on who? Butler's not even in the game. $13 blue. Okay, we had a mix-up there. Anthony Butler's not even in the game.
Screen by Gerhardt.
Bird always looking for that pass back as the inbounder.
Brown pops up top. But Young able to finish in the lane once again.
That young man can get to the basket. He scores in bunches.
So Romello gets it up against ball pressure. Ledbetter fakes it. Thompson back to Romello. Back to Tiggs, looking for Thompson in the post against Gerhardt.
A lot of movement here. Gerhardt playing
Ledbetter.
good defense. Good box out, Gerhardt.
And that's the shot that Ledbetter wants. So you got to keep him off of that three-point line.
Didn't have anything in the first half here, Wood, but first three.
But that was great for him. You can tell he's a shooter just by the way he shoots the basketball.
Bird's having some trouble this game with the ball.
Shake him up. He just had to catch his rhythm there.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. And the Chargers, they don't like to see that.
I'm sorry, Chris Bird. I've misspoke.
He thought he was out of rhythm. He was not. He just needed a little bit of rock.
Whatever you need to get it going, keep doing it, young man. Keep doing it.
And it's just a flick of the wrist there. It's just that easy for Chris Bird.
I wish it was that easy for all my players here at Columbus State, but that's his craft. He can shoot the basketball.
And so, again, we see a great performance here tonight. Chris Bird as well as Mario Young. Who's going to be that third guy to be able to finish this thing out? Because, again, this is an undefeated basketball team. They come in, they have a lot of confidence, and they're going to make a run. And so who do you see? Because Butler, again, coaching staff talking to him about going a little bit stronger. He's got a tough assignment inside trying to rebound the basketball. Who do you see as being that third cog in the wheel?
Well, I would say Butler. I don't know if his ankle's still bothering him.
Mm-hmm.
He's having some trouble in the second half, maybe, getting off the floor a little quicker. Brown's kind of tapered off, but I would love to maybe see Gerhardt get back in the game and kind of give us what he's shown us all year, the sixth man off the bench. He's averaging double digits, 12 and 9 on the year, 9 rebounds. Parham has yet to get in the scoring column. He's just starting point guard. Good at creating the offense. Maybe it's Evans. Evans, a quick 6 points here, so we have a lot of options here in this Columbus State team. Little token pressure here.
And as you mentioned, number one, Malik Evans back in the game for Columbus State. His penetration was outstanding in the first half. Let's see if he can duplicate that here in the second. Trap on the baseline. Last touch by Columbus State. We're going to stay here. But again, that's that defensive intensity you talk about.
He got away with when we kind of hit him on the wrist. A bird in on the hand, but refs didn't see it. Let's see if we can capitalize off that missed call and get a steal out of this. Makeup call.
Makeup call. And you took the words right out of my mouth. Definitely a makeup call on that play. You see the great cut on the inside. And you got it's the karate chop over the top.
Nobody touched him. It
was a karate chop. He's kung fu fighting out here. His lead brother looks to inbound.
It was concrete chop in the air.
And Danny Lee Corbett looking to work, but pushing off just a little bit. Gerhardt moving his feet, trying to stay with him. Tough call there. Let's see what happened.
Evans was doing his best job. They must have caught it there on the hand check. You got to watch that. That's something they watch in college and NBA hand checking. Freedom of movement for the offensive player. Malik trying to make up for it, though.
Active hands on defense. And so active hands in terms of the ball as opposed to the opposing player's body.
That's all you can ask for from a good defender. Move your feet. Don't use your hands to hit the ball. And anticipate. Ledbetter,
post-game, kicks it out to Tiggs for three. And Danny Lee Corbett gets hit on the arm. Able to get position for the offensive rebound on that possession for the Chargers.
Well, Evans jumped a little too early. And Corbett was there, found him a present. That's one of those situations you say, Coach, hey, I jumped too early. Mistimed it. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
But you compound it, though, when you hit the guy on the arm going back up, though.
Well, that's a situation where you want to make up for mistiming your jump, so you want to get a block versus putting your hands up, because if he scores, either way it's a bad situation. So you just do your best not to let the ball in the bucket. And ball don't lie.
It does not.
You missed the first.
And you're right. You don't want to just watch the guy go up and score. You feel like you want to do something. And you're already late, so you're probably going to go ahead and make some illegal contact.
Yeah.
And so with those free throws, Chargers are able to tie up the game at 59. Early here in the second half, Gerhardt for three. Rebound Tiggs. Was thinking about it. Corbett with the travel, not called, but foul on the run out.
Yeah, you see here, Evans with Tiggs with the third foul. Evans got the steal, and he's got wrapped up like he was playing football. This was like the fight on Sunday between Crabtree and Talib.
Who has a chain taped in their sock? I guess that's what we need to find out.
Somebody
kick out, Bird ready to shoot. No good, but Gerhardt on the spot for the
Johnny
rebound.
On the spot.
Parham spin inside, looking for Evans. Strong finish.
If Parham's not going to score, that's what you want him to give you.
But coming the other way, looking for the quick shot. 24 on the shot clock.
Great closeout by Bird. Great closeout. Great steal by Evans.
Clear path foul, not called, but Evans blocked. Great follow by Young, helping out his teammate. He's hit on the arm, no call.
Getting too flashy, and Young gets fouled with no call.
Cougars able to recover from the break. Parham defending down low at a bit of a disadvantage.
Evans getting too cute. Comes down and gets it back, but you got to make that first one a while ago.
And so Evans making up for things, giving the Cougars a 2-point lead here. Cougars have had the lead for most of the night tonight. But it's a long way to go here in this second half. Corbett kicks to the corner, up to Ledbetter thinking about it.
Still there. Well, the intensity's still there.
Corbett looking again. Pritchard on the wing. Ledbetter, great position. And a cheap call there on the foul. They say Mario Young grabbed Ledbetter's arm just a little bit.
Well, if you see here, that was an errant shot. But I don't like that call because
it's just two players jockeying for position.
Jockeying for position. It was the expressive swing by the Edison player that he called the foul.
Ridiculous.
It happens. Sometimes you got to sell it.
And a great back cut. Robinson able to get on the board here in the second half. Ties the ball game there.
If you weren't watching this game, you would think Columbus State's up big. Just by their energy, the way they're playing. It's a tie game.
Is that a good sign or a bad sign for the Cougars?
Well, we got Chris Bird and Mario Young, so I think it's a pretty good sign.
In the corner, there goes Gerhardt. Showing the touch right there in the paint.
His first buckets of the night. About time 6th man of the year, in my opinion, gets on the board.
So Javon Collier into the game here in the second half for the first time. Applying pressure on Johnny Lee Corbett. Looking inside. The big 6'7" Maggard. Position on Gerhardt, but great defense. And the foul, a terrible foul there by Caleb Maggard there. Frustration, the 6'6" freshman out of Marion, Indiana.
Yeah, Wood, you took the words right out of my mouth. Frustration. Should have made the layup. Saw Young and just tried to poke it out. Got some of his face. Bird gets some rest.
And so these are opportunities that are missed by Edison that the coaching staff is definitely going to look at on the tape if they're not able to come away with this win.
Yeah.
In the corner, no good, but followed by Evans. Fouled on the follow.
Great follow. You see here on the replay.
Anticipation.
He didn't get boxed out and goes up, and that's a hustle play.
And Dakota Pritchard just called ball watching. And again, I think just watching the girls' game earlier, I think the word of the week this week is going to be, or at least until Saturday, for Coach Allgood and his girls is going to be ball watching.
Stop doing it. It is nothing good for your team. When the ball goes up, you shouldn't even see the ball. Put a hand on somebody's body, and then you turn. That's what they teach in middle school. Find a body to box out, then turn. We saw that the Edison player didn't do it. Went to the line.
And so, again, we were looking for that third cog in the wheel because we knew Edison was going to come out and make adjustments to take away Young and to take away Bird. And it looks as though Malik Evans is going to be the guy that steps up to be that third scoring option and lead us to a win tonight.
Good pull-up jumper there, but really didn't see it coming. That's not his shot.
Evans
gets by him again.
Aggressive. 3 in the corner.
Collier didn't know he had that range.
And with the answer, Robinson, but an air ball. Crowd lets him hear it. Here comes Parham. Looking for Evans, a little bit too confident on the catch. You have 2 hands, right, Gabe?
Listen, I'm going to be honest. That was a horrible pass. I'm sorry. I cannot blame the man who's up with nothing but passers in front of him, and you throw it behind him on a fast break. I can't give Parham – you're the point guard. Put it on the money. That's all I'm saying. I'll give you leeway. I'll give you some leeway coming from the high post down to the big guys, but no, not on fast break. Defensively, we're getting away from some stuff, Wood.
They'll call your handling the point guard duties, giving Parham a little bit of a rest. And again, It's good to have multiple guards who can handle the ball. It's a tiring job, but Shamar Brown able to finish on the inside, continuing his great first half performance on the offensive end.
I needed him to step up.
Richardson kicks.
You see what happened, young man? We don't try and dunk the basketball.
You go to the
You
line.
go to the line, you're going to hit two.
Make something good happen.
We see him with the block going coast to coast. That's what you want your best player doing.
Little bit shaken up there on the play. Trainer coming out to look at him just to make sure everything's okay. I think he'll be fine.
You got two guys. Evans over here is talking to the trainer. And Mario Young's like, hey, I think he needed a breather.
Definitely.
Maybe a cramp, something. Might be a cramp.
Yeah, the way he's grabbing at his calf, probably a cramp.
Yeah, it's definitely in both legs. It might seem like.
And so, cramps, when you're dealing with it within the game, how do you address that?
Stretch it out and try and get some fluids in you. But for the sake of Columbus State and also Mario Young, your best friend Chris Bird's back in the game.
Absolutely.
Shooting your free throws.
He's coming in to shoot those free throws. He missed one earlier, so he's due to be cashed for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Get that miss out early.
See Coach over there keeping him hydrated, giving him some water. If anything, you'd rather see cramps than anything else.
And Coach Thompson, end of the game, usually keeps it buttoned up for the entire game, but he's feeling the heat over there. He is into this game, trying to beat this undefeated team as Romelo's able to break the one-man pressure.
Well, he's up, but he doesn't feel like he's up. And as a coach, I know that. I don't care if I'm up 20. You don't. The way we're playing.
Offensive foul. Great position by Shamar Brown on that play. And more frustration for Caleb Maggart.
Look at Brown. He causes him to give up the ball, right? And just turns around, playing great D. And all of a sudden, hey, I'm on the spot, hands up. That's good defense. Being active and anticipating the play.
And just talking with some members of the Edison coaching staff at halftime, I asked them straight up, Coach, why don't your big guys play? And there's just some things that they don't do in order to be able to play, if you know what that means.
I can tell you two things right now. They don't rebound and don't box out. You don't.
I didn't want to say that.
If you're a big guy and you're not playing, because you don't have to score.
You don't.
You don't have to block shots.
You don't.
You just have. Sometimes you don't have to defend. I just want you to rebound.
You must rebound the basketball. Absolutely.
That's what I want to see out of my Columbus State players.
Shamar Brown with the intensity, and Caleb Maggart just again he continues.
Brown's in on the scrum. That's what you want to see, that intensity. He's the 6'6", he don't care.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Caleb Maggart having a tough ball game, number 21 for Edison. He just seems to be at the wrong end of a lot of these confrontations and things that aren't going in his way. Good news for the Cougars. Mario Young seems to be just fine. He's got a pep in his step.
I don't know what's gotten into Brown the last couple of weeks, but he is playing exponentially better.
And offensive rebounds just being given up by the Cougars. Without further ado, Mario Young back into the ball game because he is not going to allow that type of offensive rebounding to occur here in Delaware Hall.
Listen, Coach Thompson sees this win in sight. 9 minutes left to go. He's giving it his all.
And I think the team is fired up seeing Coach Thompson losing his tie, unbuttoning his shirt. He's into the basketball game. It's a 74-68 lead. 9 minutes to go here in Delaware Hall. The intensity starting to ratchet up because we're getting into that home stretch.
Yes.
And so if you're Edison right now, you've been down the whole game. Some of your players are not playing the way they normally play. Hadith Tiggs, we have not seen the huge explosion that we expected from him tonight. Where's the run coming from Edison?
Well, hopefully nowhere. I'm a State fan. But if I got to play devil's advocate here, you're probably going to see Tiggs or maybe Robinson start to be more aggressive, and not just from the three-point line, but getting to the basket, trying to, cause fouls. We saw Tiggs trying to get to the basket. Mario Young with a good block, or Robinson rather. we're there, and that's all you can ask for from this Columbus State team.
You have great plays down low. Shamar Brown giving up his body, diving on the floor, mixing it up. And so this is exactly what we expected. We haven't heard a whole lot from Anthony Butler here in the second half.
I was just thinking that, Wood. I think Coach likes this Shamar Brown lineup. Him and Young playing the 4-5 maybe.
Particularly with Young, because it does create that mismatch, his ability to handle the ball. And once he gets the ball, that immediately creates problems for the defense because he can play so big on the inside, but has those guard abilities.
Yeah.
And so it was a size mismatch coming into this game, but we see, again, a contrast of styles, and sometimes having the smaller, quicker team, it could be a significant advantage in the game of basketball.
It's like with the Golden State Warriors. They put that death line up. You go small, and you would think, oh, we're big, we can play with them, but we can't guard them. So you gotta try and match it. And they're trying to match us, and we're better than them at that.
Number 11, Tyson Kent into the ball game for Columbus State.
Tiggs looking to come back in for Edison. Great defense by Brown. He is mentally in the game today.
Another frustrating play down low, but kicked out to Romello, who's able to capitalize. It's been a tough game tonight for number 21, Caleb Maggart.
It's not supposed to be easy. You're playing against Columbus State over here.
Young looking on the wing. Johnny Lee Corbett trying to keep him out of the lane, but unable to, as most teams have been this season. Here comes Corbett back the other way, attacking Young in the lane. Brown there once again. What's going to be the call?
It's going to be a reach on Young. He got in there a little too early with his hands. Brown was in the right position. Young just reached in a little too quick. A little shot at the crowd there.
Yeah. I mean, this crowd is ready to get hype and get behind this team coming in the stretch run in the second half. A little bit subdued right now, but happy with what they've seen tonight. Columbus State's been in the lead the whole game and just back on that scoring pace because in the last two games on the road, a little bit different performances in terms of that scoring output. And again, with so many different weapons, you want to see this team scoring in the 90s every game, particularly on the road. Corbett, no good there.
Butler comes back in the game, give Young a little blow here. Probably give him a 3-minute rest.
And Brown dipping his shoulder. Touchy call there. Well, we'll take a look at the replay.
He had it. If you look here, after the miss, we get the ball out, which is what you want to do. Bird with the strong rebound. He brings it up. Brown doing what you're supposed to do. Coming up the trail. Chicken wing right there. If you bump him and you keep that arm in, they're not calling that foul.
Well, I got to tell you, that's just a little bit touchy.
Very touchy, I agree, but they see it extended. You could be falling. They see it extend.
Wow.
He gets it back, though. Let's see what he does with it.
Has Bird running with him. And Tiggs, maybe a little bit of frustration.
Take it out on your couch at home. Don't hurt my guys.
And there's great anticipation on his part, but got him with the body.
Strong play. You like to see the strong foul. You don't want to gotta get an easy bucket. Love to see Brown just take off from that semicircle right there. He can do it. I've seen him in practice take off, so maybe that'll come with time. He's still a freshman out of Columbus West.
And I'm sure that Coach Allgood, a lot of the girls' team, they stay after and watch the boys play afterward. And, one thing I will be mentioning is, hey, you see how all these shots are being challenged out here tonight. So, again, more coaching points for Coach Allgood and his girls to get off the schneid. Losers of 3 straight. And so, again, it was a tough loss here in the first game of our doubleheader tonight. We'll be back at it on Saturday early. So, join us here on Score on Air for another OCCAC game here from Delaware Hall. Romello gets in the lane, driving past Kent.
No, he took it from coast to coast with a guy on his hip and no help. That's
Butler.
something you don't want to see. What just happened here?
And just an inadvertent buzzer there as Butler was working in the post.
It's the second one of the night. We see in the corner, Young still getting worked out over there.
He is.
Butler had something. Parham with the cut, and we heard an inadvertent buzzer. Shouldn't be a jersey issue. We already had that squabbled out.
But yes, definitely see Mario Young trying to work out those cramps in his calves there to get back into the ball game.
Closest game so far, other than that game in Wisconsin against Madison College. This this Edison team they're tough.
They are. But we'll see, though. I mean, I really expected more of a run out of them, and maybe it's going to come late. But Tiggs hasn't been able to get things going, and we shall see. I mean, Romelo's been leading them and keeping them in the game in this second half. As Butler looks for it down low. Last touch by Butler. You see him battling down low.
Coach Thompson saying, don't force that here. You see the little bump here? Butler's working hard. Tries to get reposition. Didn't work out so well for him. Look, that last little bump threw him off. We're talking very well on defense, Wood.
And you can hear it all the way up here in the broadcast booth. But another offensive rebound for Edison, and I think if they're able to come back in any way, it's going to be from these second opportunities. Expending a lot of energy on defense, and you don't want to have to play additional defensive possessions as Shamar Brown once again continues the tough night for Caleb Maggart.
Maggart put his shoulder down, and Shamar Brown said, I'm taking it on the chest. Charge foul. Columbus State basketball. Switch like to see. Guy putting his nose in there. Not afraid of contact. Maggart's a big boy.
And so who's going to step up tonight as Mario Young? He's still struggling with those cramps. Doesn't look as though he's ready to come back in the game. Hopefully he might be able to give us something here late, but Chris Bird able to fill it up and keep everything going in his absence. Here comes Tiggs looking on the wing. Maggart up top, down low. And Rogan with two.
Nice shot. Good defense. You can't be mad at that. You just would like to push him off his spot a little earlier. Make him catch it more out towards 3-point line.
So ball pressure here. Romello on Parham.
I'd love to see Butler maybe go one-on-one right now.
And it's interesting you see the last couple possessions, Butler's tried to post up on Maggart. You'd think maybe more of an advantage if he were to face up.
Good move there. Don't want to see what the call was. Looking to put his team ahead of one here. That was a big-time play there. You got to bring Young back.
And as we see, right on cue, Javon Collier also coming back in the game. Butler and Bird take a seat.
I would like to see Butler, Young, and Bird in these moments, but they need to rest. There's 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Gang rebounding again for the Cougars.
Couldn't put his team up one. I think that was a big possession there with 6 minutes left to go.
77 all ball game here, looking for Brown in the post. Evans penetrates. Was hit. Here comes Romello.
Surprised there was no call there. Drag that foot.
And another foul, challenge on Brown. And Shamar Brown just got caught with his feet a little bit out of position on that play.
That's when you just let him go. He wasn't going to make that shot. You call that down here, you got to call the other one on Evans down here when he tries to get to the basket.
To go to pressure, trying to get his own rebound. Here comes Parham.
love to see a flat hop, hollow pick and roll with Parham and Young here. Get a switch.
Collier with the pop-up. Ball reversal. Looking for the post on the other side in Brown. Evans. Free throw line jumper.
Something you don't see a lot in college anymore.
The mid-range jumper. And most teams, you're right. They have that Houston Rockets layups and threes type of philosophy. And again, I can understand why teams would adopt it. It all depends on the type of players that you have and their skill sets and things of that nature. But again, there have been Hall of Fame legendary players who have made their money in bread and butter in the mid-range. You might think of guys like a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan, but I bring up a guy that's been extremely effective, Sean Livingston, in the mid-range.
He's also 6'8".
He is, but you'll notice he knows where his spots are. He's trying to get to that mid-range jump shot because, again, he's very comfortable there, and he's been able to play a long time just doing that. And everyone knows that that's what he wants to do. But it doesn't matter because, again, like you said, he's 6'7". There's a lot of 6'7" guys in the league. What you mean, Gabe? What you mean?
Well, 6'7" point guard.
Okay.
And the team he's on. If you play for the Bucks, that's not. Because if you double down on Sean Livingston, who you leaving open?
This is true.
3 of the greatest shooters ever to touch a basketball. Not to play the game, but ever to touch a thing that's round to be called a basketball.
This is true. This is true. And so, again, I kind of questioned. I thought Sean Livingston should have stayed in Cleveland when he left as a free agent, but it turns out he really knew what he was doing going to Golden State.
He had shooters there. He was like, shooters over there, no shooters over here. I'm taking shooters every time, Wood.
So tied at 79, 5 minutes to go here in the ball game from Delaware Hall. It's been a heck of a ball game as Tiggs gets inside and Parham with a foolish foul. Beating on the back cut.
That's what you don't do. You get beat, just let them take it. You don't do that. Coach Thompson takes him out of the game. He's going to get a talking to. That's just something you don't. Coach, hey, son. I'm not mad. You know better.
I'm disappointed.
You know better. You don't go and berate him. You just tell him you know better. In the game like this, 2 minutes left to go, I'm in him.
Hadith Tiggs able to finish on the three-point play, giving his team the biggest lead that they've had all night of 3, 82-79. Mishandled down low by Bird, but in addition to his game, in the post, established his position, and his touch is just as good from inside as it is outside.
24 big ones right now. You see the coach for Edison telling his team to move the basketball. I think he's trying to find that we don't stay defensive in our defense for that long. Good take.
Cramps are no problem on the finish. The hoop and the harm. And just great to see number 5 back in the ball game in the home Grays.
I'm not mistaken. That is 5 on Tiggs.
That's troublesome. This is 4th. It's only his 4th. Okay. Because, again,
5 fouls in college, you're out of here.
And if Tiggs goes out, and he will take a seat on the bench, so he has a chance to come back at the end of the game and be a contributor. But, again, this is Columbus State's opportunity to lengthen this lead because that run that I feel is coming, at least at some point. You got to have a little bit of a cushion with a team like this coming in with a lot of confidence. They feel like they still have a great chance to win. And so the intensity has to stay high. We'll see how things hold up. Great no call there by the official. Brown can't afford a cheap foul right there, particularly on a player that's struggling.
What you don't want to do is let Robinson and number 3 here, Elliott, hit shots like that. That's what you don't want. Because then you start letting them feel confident so when Tiggs comes back in the game.
Collier with the drive, dragged the pivot foot,
no, that's
but a foul first.
That's definitely, he held that pivot. He held that pivot for, look here, Kyrie got the bigger guy on him. Look at that. I'll take it. I'll take it. We got a couple that didn't go our way, but I wouldn't say that's a make-up call. I say he got fouled
on the floor. It forced him to drag that foot when he got hit on the arm. See, there you go.
Pritchard with 3.
Dakota Pritchard can't believe it.
I don't see why they do that the first half. Anybody he's guarding, go at him.
And that's been the philosophy for the Cougars tonight. Hey, attack 13.
If 13's on you, get to the basket. If 2 is on you, go in the post. I don't know what's going on here for the Cougars.
Collier good on the second free throw. Ties the ball game at 85. We have a barn burner coming down to the end here, folks, in Delaware Hall. Romello gets inside once again, the 5'7" guard. Not afraid to go into the trees.
How do you let that up? See, Bird would shoot that.
And Evans just left wide open.
That's where you miss Bird. When in that position.
Here comes Robinson. Up off the bench for the Cougars is Parham.
Ball almost came to me there, Wood. I had it. I'm ready to shoot.
And you just hear the leadership of Mario Young on that play, commending Evans for his hustle, getting a hand on that ball, active hands. And so that's the talking we're talking about on defense. Great leadership there by Mario Young.
Timeout here by Edison.
And so a timeout here from Edison. We're going to go ahead and take a break so we can come back for the final 3:30 of this basketball game. Stay with us. More to come. Two-point lead for the Edison Community College Chargers here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second half. Columbus State's been leading most of the way here tonight, looking to stay undefeated at home against an undefeated Chargers team tonight.
I'm looking to see, make sure we don't let Robinson and Elliott get a wide open 3 here. I like where we got Bird and Young on their 2 best offensive players with Tiggs being out. Watch the backdoor cut. We got a chocolate violation.
Coach Thompson loving it coming out of that timeout. Great defensive possession.
They weren't even looking at the clock here, Wood. What we did, we didn't even look at the ball when it came to Elliott and Robinson. We watched our man and just trusted our teammates to make sure that other guys didn't get wide open shots. Romelio did get loose in the back of their cut, but he was not seen by Maggard. So Parham has to watch that. He's sometimes playing a little too loose because he's a little taller. But Romelio's he's quick.
Gerhardt looking for something up top in the pivot.
I would like to see
Brown,
Young with the basketball
first step.
here.
He was open on that play. And that's not necessarily Brown's forte, just passing off the dribble.
It's not Brown's forte. Brown caught the ball there and swung through, and it was a little gap, but something I would rather have Young trying to navigate through. But let's see if the young man can hit these free throws.
Maybe a little bounce.
Just pass the ball. The young man has that ability, but in this type of game, you got Young, one of your better ball handlers. That's his role.
But maybe I'm saying with Brown getting the first step, but a little bounce pass out to him after you create. No, just give it up. Just give it up.
Gerhardt with the steal. Love the finish.
And one.
Gerhardt had the gifted layup here. Missed it on the replay and just could not finish. We got lucky there. Gerhardt was gifted a layup, got a little nervous. Luckily, Young was down there, grabbed it up. Let's see if we can go to the line and hit these two.
Unable to connect on the first.
That cramp might be affecting him. He can't really get the bend, and he's trying to compensate by using his arms too much. The calves might not be where they need to be. Those things, that bend on the free throw was crucial.
So we'll see if Young can tie the ball game with the second free throw.
I like that release a lot better. He
Able
actually
to
was
do
able
so.
get down.
So here comes Romello.
I really don't like Parham playing kind of off of Romello now. You see here they're running Elliott off all these screens. Brown's got to be careful.
Great rebound by Shamar Brown, looking for the outlet.
That's not Corbett's shot right there. We'll live with that.
1-on-5 for Young. Gerhardt has position inside, pops out. Replaced by Brown on the inside.
Bird's looking for this shot here.
8 on the shot clock for the Cougars.
No foul call?
Scramble for it. The shot clock does not reset.
Oh, but the glass by Gerhardt for three. He made up for that missed layup earlier as the shot clock was winding down, Wood. What about that?
3-point lead. Just under 2 minutes to go in Delaware Hall. The crowd is into this basketball game.
Defense intensity has risen. The crowd is on their feet, Wood. That's what I like to hear. Energy is tantalizing.
Elliott, no good. Corbett, all ball, it looked like on that play.
That's what you don't like here. Corbett up around 4 Columbus State players, and he comes up with a rebound. That's what you don't want to see. Corbett, standing at only 6 feet tall, comes out of. That's what you don't want to see as a coach. You're up 3-4. You got 8 hands are down there, and the lone Edison player comes up with the rebound. Luckily, he's a bad free throw shooter.
Another Columbus product out of Briggs High School.
How did he come up with that rebound? Wood, I don't see it. We got our best free throw shooters out there, minus Butler. I would love to see him in the game right now, but I don't think Coach trusts him right now.
Full court pressure here by the Chargers. Parham gets it in. Has some help in the backcourt. It's backed off. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Coach is running a 5 out right now. Don't want to do nothing crazy.
No hesitation for Bird. Knew exactly where he wanted to get.
26 on the night for Bird. Tiggs is back in the game. Let's see how Mario chooses to guard him.
Long by Corbett, but no good. Another offensive rebound. Here comes Romello from the corner. Unable to capitalize. And with under a minute and the breakout, Gerhardt unable to handle the pass.
Young's looking at them like, you don't have to make that pass here. We get a great defensive stop here with the errant miss. And at that time, I would like for Mario just to hold it. But he thought he had a fast break. Bird, Mario should have held the ball. I understand, you're up.
It was an opportunity. It was an opportunity.
Time and possession. That's something these young players have to learn. Time and possession. That moment, Young grabbed the ball, walk it up.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
So, barn burner here, the cheerleaders keeping the crowd in the game, and they're ready to cheer here at the end.
The crowd is
See
in it.
defense.
The crowd is in it. That's what we need here, Wood. I would love to see Butler back in the game because he has that athleticism at 6'5" to really get up and challenge shots. But Brown's been doing a great job defensively. So,
well, again, though, in terms of defending on the perimeter,
yeah,
it seems as though Butler not necessarily being in the game is part of the defensive intensity and the effort because Edison is gone and they're trying to get back in the game and they have the shooters on the floor. And we have a pretty good defensive unit out there that's been able to defend that.
Yes.
No mismatches because, again, it seems as though they've been able to really recognize mismatches when they occur, and they're trying to force them. So
we've got to look at the last 3 plays. When Edison on offense, broken plays, they got open shots they missed. We can't bank
rely on that.
We have to make sure we finish a defensive possession by getting a defensive rebound. You preach that. Finish the play.
51 seconds to go. 4-point lead for the Cougars here in Delaware Hall.
Little token pressure they get back. Mario Young's kind of grimacing. Hope his cramps don't get him here. We got to watch the backdoor cut.
Robinson inside, able to finish, cuts the lead to 2. Over the top to Young.
Young telling his guys, get out of here, I got this.
Looking for help. Somebody needs to come to the ball. Parham bails him out.
You just don't want to have a turnover here, Wood. Do not want to have a turnover. One-on-one, let Young cook them.
There's enough time for one more possession for Edison. 10 on the shot clock. Parham looking, screen Gerhardt, kick out. Brown looking for somebody. Bird definitely wants to shoot it.
And
Able to finish. Huge shot. 11 seconds to go. Edison looking to hurry for 3. Good.
That's what you don't want to do, Wood. You're up 4. 2-possession ball game with 10 seconds left to go. We've seen him shit shots here.
Get back and defend the 3-point line.
As soon as you score, you sprint back.
And defend the 3-point line.
Defend the 3-point line. That's something you got to work on in practice against when you're going. When you know you're going up against a good team like Edison here. You do not. That's the one thing you don't want to give up. Is a 3 in transition with good 3-point shooters.
And so we expect an inbound and a quick foul from Edison here, looking to extend this game.
I want to see Bird with the ball.
Absolutely. He has to be the one that you're throwing it to on the inbound. Has to be.
He's got 28 on the night. Young, yes, Young's your go-to ball handler in this situation.
But not going to the line.
But I want, Young can hit it, but I want Bird with the ball. And if you can't go to Bird, Young's your best second option.
Now, is he, though? Because we did see, again, we know he's not coming out of this ball game. He's hurting right now. And you saw him limping, and he's definitely going to try to tough it out. He's not going to miss these opportunities to lead his team, and you've seen that coming here down the stretch. And so is he the second option that you want going to the line with his cramps?
Big-time players make big-time plays.
Okay.
And the only reason I say he's the second option because he understands Bird's our better shooter. Great players understand, hey, I might be the better player on the team. He's our best shooter. Let's get him the ball, coach. Unless Bird says, hey, big man, you take the ball. But then you got your best player taking the ball out. Best decision maker here, so.
So Danny Lee Corbett defending Chris Bird on this play. Gerhardt gets it, and they foul him. So again, another good shooter going to the line. A double team quick there. They weren't going to let Bird get that ball. And you see Mario Young and Bird talking about it like, hey, they weren't going to let you get it, bro. They already know where it's going.
There was a second there where they didn't want to foul Gerhardt because they know he could shoot. And Bird said, hit Young. And Gerhardt said, no, I got this. Gerhardt wants these shots.
He does. Again.
He wants these shots.
This is what he does again. Like he does a lot of. Right.
Gerhardt wants
these
shots.
He's got his fresh fade.
These are shots you live for right now. You're in the backyard. 2 seconds left to go. 5 seconds left to go. You're practicing. Let's see what he has, Wood. He's been practicing these since he was a child. Good form.
Oh.
A little too long. He's a little nervous there. Strong-armed it. Now, in this situation, you got 5 seconds. I want to make this and get back and watch Corbett, watch Elliott, watch Robson. That's a good one. Get back. Everybody sprint back, sprint back, sprint back. Watch Elliott in the corner.
No good.
That's it. Ball game. Columbus sneaks out of here, Wood.
95-93. Outstanding effort here tonight from beginning to end. Battling through injuries. Mario Young and Chris Bird leading the way. Malik Evans off the bench. Outstanding effort. A third call with Butler kind of just being phased out because of the style of play and the type of game that he was having tonight. He still made a ton of contributions being long out there. If I had to give my player of the game, again, he didn't lead the team in scoring, but I really thought that Shamar Brown's effort defensively and then the timely buckets offensively, as well as rebounding the basketball, I think he was the key tonight in the paint and winning this game.
Well, early on, like you said, Butler really showed his size, athleticism. Don't know what the issue was. Maybe it was his ankle. Maybe it was coach just wanted to go with something different. Saw he wasn't as aggressive as he needs to be. Brown came out here, second half. Didn't do as much scoring, you're right, but came out, was the backline anchor, talking on defense. In offense, he didn't make had one or two different plays, but made up for it on the defensive end. I like the pick for a player again.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up here from Delaware Hall. Join us on Saturday morning. Sinclair Community College coming in here. Another OCC AC tilt. I'm Terrell Woodard for Gabe Hemingway. 95-93. Columbus State win tonight.
Getting Bird here.
Oh, I think we might have an interview. Hold on now. Don't go away just yet. Got an interview for you. Gabe Hemingway, Mario Young, showing a lot of great leadership. He's cheering his teammates coming back up into the coach's room after the game. Stay tuned for this interview.
Yeah, 21. I'm Gabriel Hemingway here with ScoreOnAir.com, here with the two players of the game tonight, Chris Bird, Mario Young. Chris, we're going to go to you first. You hit 5 big three-pointers tonight. First half, you came out smoking. Second half, took off a little slower, but you really got into your gel. What were you seeing out there?
I was just trying to get open. My teammates found me once again, and I knocked it down. That's all I got for you.
Mario, you tried dunking everybody. You're being aggressive. We saw you early on. Your intensity was up. I feel like the team feeds off of you when you get like that early. What did you see from your team tonight that really impressed you?
We played hard the whole time. I still think we got to work on defense, but we brought the intensity and we came out with the win.
Guys, you guys got Sinclair Community College this weekend. What are you looking to do, or what do you think coach is going to ask of you guys, Chris, first, to get prepared for Saturday?
Work on our defense, help defense. They got big men, so that's our kind of weakness. So we just gotta play defense and push the tempo. I feel like we can outrun everybody.
Mario, one last thing before we let you guys out of here. Are you gonna get a dunk on somebody this weekend?
I'm gonna get a dunk, man. I got y'all. I'm gonna get a dunk. I got y'all.
You heard it here on ScoreOnAir.com live. Mario Young promising us a dunk. This is Gabriel Hemingway. See you next time.
Someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you covered. You will receive training from professionals that are actually in the industry. The Ohio Media School will get you where you need to be for a successful career in this exciting, expanding field. To schedule a visit, call 614-655-5250 or go to beonair.com. Stop dreaming about a career in sports and make it a reality at the Ohio Media School.
Gabriel Hemingway here with the ScoreOnAir.com game of the week. We got Coach Thompson here for your win for the Columbus State. Coach, we saw you come out of your towel a little bit. What caused that?
It was just I was trying to get a team energy. We didn't play with the typical energy that we normally play with. I can attribute that probably to them giving them a couple days off for break and coming back from Thanksgiving and everything like that. But I was trying to give my team energy. So if they see me with a lot of energy, typically they pick it up as well.
Coach, I have noticed up here in the booth, when you guys play teams that aren't as good, you guys play down. Today you guys came out with so much intensity. Mario Young leads his team. When he is fired up, they get fired up. Have you noticed that against bigger competition, they tend to get up for those type of games?
Well, this game here, they have a lot of kids from the Columbus area. Some of these guys played AAU with those guys. There's been some Twitter talk on Twitter and everything like that. We didn't say anything, so we decided today we were going to come out and just show what we were going to do. So,
what are you guys going to have in store for Sinclair Community College this upcoming weekend, Coach?
We're going to get back to our game. We're going to get back to really running the floor, a lot of transition. The pace of the game, I didn't like the pace tonight. We played at a slower pace, and typically we're a fast-paced team.
Thank you, Coach. I really appreciate it. This has been Gabriel Hemway with Coach Thompson of your Columbus State Community College Cougars for your ScoreNerd.com Game of the Week.